American kid stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun, Ric Flair. Woo!
Woo! That portrait over his left shoulder, by the way, is amazing. Matt, you need one of those over your shoulder when you do all the smoke. Make bombs away. Lakers Bucks late in the fourth. LeBron beats the shot clock to ice the game. Fizz, the progression since you coached him in Miami, since 2011, when the Mavs strategy was make him shoot.
Right.
How would you say he's progressed since then?
Oh, ridiculous.
He misses.
I mean, good, great. I mean, that's what you hope for, that he's taking those shots, but now he's
Look
so
at this.
poised. There's no pressure on him. He just lets this stuff fly, and it's nothing.
There's nothing you can do when he's hitting those kind of shots.
It's over.
Because he's already going to get everything else.
Right.
Ugh.
Right. And it's a great example to me, too, about how guys in the league can improve their shot. I mean, LeBron's not the only one, but he's the most high-profile one.
He's added so much stuff to this
Just changes everything, and it's why he's able to do what he can do at 36 years old. Woo. Miss help. Second quarter now. Bron collects and passes way up the court. The ball gets tipped and goes in. Drew Holiday raises his hand, but I don't know. Who should get credit for the bucket, guys? What do you think?
Drew Holiday. The person that chipped it in.
First one with his hand up. That was the rule, right?
That should be -2 on his point.
Right? And there you go.
But it ain't going good.
My bad. Make resistance. Both Antetokounmpo brothers came up with a big block last night. So we've got Giannis on LeBron.
Okay.
And then Thanasis on AD. So, Matt, do we know how to say rejection in Greek?
No, I don't. That's big and long. But just imagine how cool it is playing with your brother. Like, that's got to be just the coolest experience
Absolutely.
you can have.
I was in the bubble, and we sat down with all three brothers who were in the bubble, which is incredible. Fourth brother, of course, overseas. And they were playing Uno, and the competitiveness off.
Can you imagine those fights at a young age?
It's another one, too.
Whooping each other. Yeah,
The kid played for the Lakers, right?
Yes.
Could you imagine that battle going?
Yes.
Oh, man.
But they were pulling out all the stops. They were tricking each other. They were trying to mislead. It was
all
not
things
good.
was on the table.
We're now learn how to say rejection in Greek. That's lovely. An educational program.
I love it.
Missing Knicks Warriors. Check out this ridiculous lefty behind the back pass by Steph to Draymond.
Gotta hit it if it's a highlight. There it is.
So do you think there's extra pressure? Matt, if you get this great dime, do you feel like, okay, I got to do it?
Yes, I tricked one off one time when I was on Lob City. Blake did an amazing behind the back pass and threw it to me, but CP was open in the corner. I threw it to CP, he threw it right back to me. Then I hit it, but it was still a highlight because the pass was so amazing.
Right,
so yes, there's extra pressure when they get a great pass. You got to make it.
You got to pay it off, baby.
And especially when you wide.
And those are the hardest shots to make too, when you wide open.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, we now move on to the anniversary of one of the most incredible performances in NBA history. On this date, 15 years ago, Kobe Bryant scored 81 against the Raptors. So let's run it back.
Put on your seatbelt, folks.
Hey, the Rose. Turn your TV off for 3 minutes.
CB,
Chris Bosh.
NBA Entertainment. Bill McDonald, Stu Lance were in the booth that night. Matt, where were you the night Kobe dropped 81?
I was in Philly on the team, but not really playing at the time. So I was on my couch just sitting back and enjoying this, because once he started rolling, I was telling myself, like, yo, he's going to go for 100 tonight. I was just, saying that I was by myself, but beautiful thing to watch, man.
I was hanging with some of my boys in Atlanta at Justin's. Remember old Justin's Diddy spot? In the back room having dinner, and I couldn't even finish my meal because we were up screaming.
Incredible.
Every time a bucket went in. And unfortunately, my main man is on a lot of these clips. Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
I love you, bro.
We love Jalen Rose. I know today is a special day for Jalen as well. Jalen and Kobe memorably shot a funny scene with Jalen's sitcom where they talked about it. It was fantastic. I mean, what do you think the chatter, do you remember what the chatter was around the league? Text messages, stuff like that?
Yeah. It's incredible.
While it was happening?
This is kind of pre-social media, you know, unfortunately, so we didn't get to kind of rehash this and make memes out of it.
Yeah.
But,
when you got back to the gym the next day,
the only thing
that's all you talked about.
The next morning. The only thing people were talking about.
Absolutely. Look at this.
I mean, he's really not hitting the rim. I mean, we're running 81 points.
But look at the defense. That is good D.
Yep, better shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, of course, there's all kinds of sort of 2020 hindsight. Should they have defended him differently?
Oh, man, please. That's so easy.
There was nothing you could do to that. But, I mean, you see he has, everyone's attention on him. He has 3 guys in front of him every single time, but he was just in his zone.
Okay, so maybe you make one adjustment. He gets 74.
Right.
All right.
But that would have deprived the rest of us of this moment. Producer Steve just said in my ear, he reminded me that on Championship Sunday in the NFL, which in my mind is usually the best Sunday of football, this led SportsCenter.
You know what? The best part about that was the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
The Laker crowd was amazing that game. They were going. When he touched the basketball, the crowd was already standing up going crazy.
Energy, yeah.
I mean, you know, you LA, you Laker, you know, it's like, it's something when that crowd
similar to his
going.
last game.
Yes.
Similar to his last game
very
against Utah, where it was just every time
What did he get, 60?
61 or 60?
Who gets 61?
60.
Yeah.
60. At that game, Shaq was there, front row. And I found Shaq on
right?
I found Shaq on the floor right in the craziness right as the game ended. And I was like, did you think he could do that? He goes, yeah. I told him at halftime, you should go for 50. And then he said, and I'm not going to say what he said, what he called him on national television. The M 60. Something that involves another consonant that may or may not begin with F, went for 60, like that. Fizz, who do you think now, if we talked about players today, who could score 81 in a single game?
There's only one guy right now that's gotten even close to that, and that's Mr. Booker, right? Mr. Booker has 70 points in the game, so he's shown the ability to get it going. But I think it's other guys.
There's a handful. I got a little list. So I got
let me see your list over there.
I got KD, Steph, Harden, Klay Thompson, and Damian Lillard and Devin Booker. I think the only one probably to be able to do it now, because I think Harden and KD will cross each other out. I think either Dame, Booker, or Steph can do it.
Because they're going to have that ball.
They're going to have the ball the whole time, yeah.
But you know, I think the interesting name in that group, which people sleep on, is Klay.
Klay,
because he gets it done with
a 63 and 3/4.
Great. Well, okay, so
and he had the ball for a minute and 40 seconds.
With 11 dribbles. But that's my question for you, Matt, because you were inside that locker room during that time, and I remember specific times where those guys, Klay or Steph, would be heating up 3/4, they'd get 60-something or whatever it was, and everyone would be like, Steve, leave them in.
Let him go, yeah.
And he never did.
Yeah,
did the guys ever want him to?
Well, I wasn't on the teams when they got super, super hot like that, but I can imagine that. And as a fan and someone in the league at the time, I was mad. Like, yo, let him go. Like,
Keep him
see
in.
what
Let
he can
him
do.
go. Let him go.
Break a record.
All right, coming up next, we are going to open up the stat market. Are we going to buy or sell Paul George's chances of joining the exclusive 50-40-90 club? He's actually shooting 50-50-90 right now. Stick around. We will discuss. 50-50-90.
Making it look easy.
50-50-90.
That's what I like.
That's it.